And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Mother Nature may kick us in the ass this weekend, especially if you're planning on traveling for the holidays. Much of the country is bracing for a pretty nasty cold front, which Buki and the rest of your cousins may have to skip this year's visit. For those who are planning to still make those trips, here are some expert tips for those who are traveling. Take a look. Joining us on The Factor Uncensored, one of our favorites, travel expert, Deidre Mathis with Wonder State. Deidre, the calls are already rolling in from relatives. We may not make it this weekend. And these are particularly people who drive, like from Louisiana, Oklahoma, other locations. What advice would you have for people who would be traveling by car during this weather that could get bad for most of the country?
Absolutely. Not only could get bad, but the probability is very high that it will be bad. So what I'm telling people is to err on the side of caution. If you have to be somewhere at a certain day or certain time, you need to leave early. So no more leaving the morning of, not even necessarily the night before. What I'm suggesting people do is leave as early as 2 days before. That way you're not rushing on the road. That way you can give yourself time to drive slowly. If there are accidents or bad weather, you have time to pull over. But err on the side of caution and give yourself much more time than you think you'll need.
Now, what about those who may be traveling the traditional mode by airplane? What would you advise them? Will the weather impact flying rather?
Yeah, so this weather is going to impact no matter what mode of transportation one chooses to use while traveling during this holiday season. And when people are flying over the Christmas holiday, I'm telling them to pack snacks. It's going to be a long day. So again, if you have to be somewhere, now you have a few days before Christmas, consider giving the airlines a call, seeing if you can adjust your flight for a little earlier. I also recommend people leave out on the first flight of the day. That way, if you're booked for that first flight and something goes wrong, you have several more flights that you could possibly catch throughout the day. But again, if you know that you want to be with your family for Christmas Day on the 25th, I suggest maybe even moving your flight a few days earlier to the 22nd or 23rd.
Now, you have a hostel here in Houston.
Yes.
Have you seen any impact with the weather on your stays there?
Yeah, so we have the hostel and we have the boutique hotel. And what we're noticing is that we do get a lot of folks who are missing their flights due to cancellations or delays or other factors. So for us, it's a good thing because people need somewhere to stay. And so they often stay with us because our prices are feasible for a person traveling with a budget. But so we're seeing good things over here at Wonder Stay. But I still want people to be prepared for the travel season. And if they don't have a Wonder Stay wherever they're traveling at outside of Houston, to understand that you might want to pack comfortable clothes, bring a comfortable, maybe packable pillow, bring a neck scarf, something can keep you warm while you're in the airport. Make sure you bring a bottle of water so you can stay hydrated rather, so you're not dehydrated. And just bring a good book and some music because it's going to be very crowded. And pack your patience. You have to pack your patience.
Deidre Mathis with Wonder Stay, travel expert.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored.